The City of Toronto is looking into zoning changes to make it easier to open small businesses in residential areas, and they're asking you for your input in the process.
Council's approved a lot of changes over the last few years to make it easier to build housing. And so it's important as those kind of new buildings and new people are moving into the neighborhood to have the services that they need and for those services to be walking distance for people.
The proposed changes to zoning would allow businesses of up to 1,600 square feet to operate on major streets that are still zoned as residential and up to 1,200 square feet inside neighborhoods. It also allows for people to run certain types of businesses from their houses or apartments and garages or sheds and see customers, as well as hire up to 2 employees.
People are doing it today. Technically, it's not permitted in the bylaw, but we're trying to kind of legalize what already is working.
The city began exploring zoning changes back in the fall of 2021, and a final report was last considered by Council in December 2024, with a number of residents' associations writing letters to weigh in.
I think there's so much to be excited about giving people opportunities to open new businesses and add to our already incredible neighborhoods. For many of us, the businesses make our community. They're the places we go, especially for those of us who don't have houses or backyards. They're really good places for meeting people and seeing one another. So much of what makes this city vital is our businesses, and we would love to see more of that.
The co-chair of the 100 Vaughan Road Tenants Association says the only concern they have is keeping it local.
We would love to see that these businesses are from our local community and prioritizing our local community and what our community needs.
However, the Northcliffe Village Residents Association says there are bigger issues at play for them.
The safety of our residents are paramount. As a chairperson, that's what I'm concerned about.
He points out that there are 5 schools within 400 meters in the Northcliffe neighborhood, which he says the city should take into account.
It would be very convenient to have walkable places that our residents can visit for retail stores. Problem becomes is the level of activity that happens. Are we going to have increased car traffic, EV traffic? I also find it a little, upsetting or offensive a little bit because we're in a housing crisis right now, and we're going to be taking away housing from this neighborhood to put in commercial retail space.
City staff are now consulting the public via citywide online meetings, pop-ups at neighborhood events, as well as an online survey to consider all such concerns.
We plan to have a staff report back to City Council at the end of October in the Planning and Housing Committee. That will have an updated bylaw based on what we hear from the public.
The city will continue the public consultation process until the end of September. Depending on how long it takes to go through committee and City Council, they're looking at implementing the zoning changes in early 2026. For City News, I'm Dilshad Burman.